Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I thought I want to come and wish you a good day and to talk about, to offer support and guidance and inspiration. For I think it is very important to continue to seek to open your third eye. All the ascension process is revealed through the third eye. You can see through many eyes as you open your third eye. You have look into the internet or find teachers. There is many ways, many helicopter, which is we soon will make the technology silent very soon for those kind of things. But this third eye is the seat of our consciousness. The 6th and 7th chakra are the very, very, of course, we're connected to our will and to our heart, but the revelation comes through that, and so it's important to decalcify this pineal gland. It's like a third eye we have at the center of the brain, and so not to use fluorite, for instance, and you can use toothpaste. But as we open it up, we can see through many eyes. We're allowed to see many things in many dimensions. And sometimes life becomes flat. There is nothing happening. We feel like we've been receiving all kinds of things, and all of a sudden, it's like nothing is going on. So it's just a test of patience and time to integrate. For a long time, I had painting, so whenever I was always in a creative mode. But for now, it's like I'm going a bit in circle. Hopefully, I will be able to return to that. But all the answers we're seeking will be coming more and more, and all the people that need proof will find their own inner proof. They just have to trust their intuition. Although sometimes we're longing to see to be on the other side. Because living in a human form seems a lot easier from a higher planes. When you look at spirits, they're like always like supporting and saying, "It's wonderful what's going on. You are so lucky to be on the earth." But it doesn't always feel like that when you're being down here at this period of transition. So just be patient and understanding. Also, we're completing a third dimensional soul agreement. We're going to move into the next phase, and in this next phase we realize that our personal ascension, our personal well-being is the core of our service. Just to be here, our presence is enough. Everything else is like cherry on top. For the dark controllers have no power over what's going on in the cosmos and the planet or any of this. The Earth is fine. The only power they have is they control the media, and they control the public opinion through the manipulation of the consciousness in the media. So they're only able to gain control over those who are listening to them, the sleeping masses, so to speak. But trust your vision, trust your intuition, trust your insight, and be gentle with to make this transition easier. There is never any need to participate with anything brutal or violent. I always, for the dark ones, want to live with a bang, with a lot of chaos. So it will be happening, but we do not want to participate in that. And they keep rewarding themselves for all the crimes they do. Sometimes they're like, somebody's made a very dark discovery, they're going to give him a Nobel Prize, or they're going to start many wars, they're going to give a peace prize. And it's like, it's very, I'm not here to criticize, it's just my opinion, my perspective, but I do think that it's kind of, it's very, it's George Orwell, what is black is white, what is white is black. If you can convince somebody that black is white and white is black, you can convince anybody of anything. So Orwell was trying to warn us in this book, 1984. But we have to see beyond that, and the public now, more and more people, although the mass population is still listening to the discourse of the talking heads, the mass population now, there's more and more people that are awakening and not accepting that, and there's less and less impact on it, and they are not. It's more difficult to manipulate as they used to. And we need to move into a cooperative state of process, forgiveness, and of course, if somebody deceives you, you know that somebody is going to come in with a lie. You see, you can see through it, but most trust that there is a light part of it within everybody, and we need to move into a state of cooperation rather than conflict and the struggle for power. So it's like ego power that are always. Well, this will happen, but you can do it in a gentle way and try to be honest in the process. All the things that we pass through that are behind us, whether we call it challenges or traumas or whatever, or experiences, they're all behind us. It's already past. We've mastered that. We've survived that. So it is, you can leave it in the past. What is to come is the challenges of the future. We have no idea, but try to set yourself up for preparing yourself for a life of ease and grace. For all has meaning and service to the whole. But it's not always obvious when we live here in this physical plane. And for personally, I have faith in God's plan for me and for the ascension of the planet. And we need to experience life as an ascended master and as an angelic perspective, to focalize the light rather than diffuse it, to connect to the angel. And we have to dissolve as much limitation as possible, to always be to always have, although we're receiving through the third eye, it is the compass is the heart, and the compass is giving us the north, which is for some people do not have a moral core. They have no consciousness of that which is right and wrong, for the and so. But for us, if we have this sense of right and wrong, we need to follow that, to be honest, to be clear, to always seek the highest good for yourself and for others, of course, but for yourself, as long as it do no harm. Just keep elevating your frequency, and continue to discover inner depths more and more and more and more. And for that, we need to calm down. We need to practice meditation, and to continue to have gratitude and appreciation as much as possible. For there is a lot of higher spirits have been assisting us in truth, whether we know it or not. And so I'm very grateful, because I've been asking for help and I've been receiving a lot of help. And although my life is not really easy right now, it's not really easy. It would be a lot harder. It would have been a lot harder if I didn't receive this help. So I'm very grateful for all my spirit guides and my team and all the company of heaven for all the wonderful assistance they provided me, whether I'm aware of it or not. For it is, if we succeed in this mission, we will be a collective. We cannot take all the credits. Well, we have a lot of credits, but there's a lot of credit that is given to the spirit realm as well. For the inner reality, will eventually we'll see that it's a self-portrait. Everything we see in reality, it becomes a self-portrait. It is how we see the world, and eventually it is just us and the Godhead, our source. And so eventually we'll become that self-portrait. For we all facets of the personality of the Creator. It is like a raw diamond, and this diamond is like that we have is like a raw diamond, but as we facet it, it's like a conscious principle of harmony, so to find peace, inner peace. And we all have a facet of that the great universal diamond of the Creator, our Creator self, or we all are an extension of Source. And so we need to polish this facet that we are in order to express the purest way, the purest aspect of the Creator, that is the consciousness of love. And eventually we're going to have to stop talking and start acting as much as possible, mostly for the first wave, for those who've been doing a lot of work, even the other one. But if we're not comfortable in darkness, it's because there's a need for light to be there. It's like if we're sent into darkness, it's because God needs for our light to be in this darkness in order to illuminate it. It will pass. For we have to continue to move towards happiness, freedom, abundance, and let go of all fear. Do not be shy, be audacious. No, you are protected, you are guided. More you call, you invoke your Creator, you remember this source, this Creator, the more you will be able to inspire and protected and powerful in relationship to the resolution of the situation that are before us. But ask to receive help and assistance, and it is important. We all have wonderful spirit beings that are, but they're bound to the law, the cosmic law that we do not know yet. But so we cannot interfere with our free will. So we do have to participate, and we are the ones that are creating this new world. And the card of the day is TikTok. It is about connecting to moments and times of eternity, those little moments of eternity, time beyond linear time. It's like energy pockets that we can channel down. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thought I'd come and say hello. I thank you very much for liking, for sharing, for commenting and subscribing, and for your donations. I really appreciate that right now. I'm looking forward to this. I know it's like this financial freedom that I've been working on will soon be here. And if you want a private session, I thank you to send me an email. I'm going to finish with this song. It's the one I sang in French. No, I'm also sing the same one. It talks about the redemption. It's like this wonderful prophet, so to speak. Bob Marley wrote this song. He asked us to sing along, those redemption songs. So it goes like this. Oh, pirates, yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships, minutes before they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energies, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I've ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. For it was another time, it was another time. He knew that he was not going to really see the final outcome of this process, this ascension. He was like in the forefront, forerunner, but he already announced many things in his music. And so I'm going to finish with pulling a few cards. The observer of the day is cheminement. Le cheminement is like a process of ascension. It is a step by step, and we're moving step by step. It is allowing ourselves to be sculpted by life, to allow life to guide us through the process. The highest wisdom is the triumph, to recognize the triumph of light within yourself, to recognize your God self, to allow to be empowered, to be loved, to be lucid, to be courageous, to manifest more and more, to pick up one virtue. You don't have to master all virtue, just choose one, any one virtue, and just focalize on that. Kindness and gentleness with yourself and others is goodness, is really a very powerful form for. But courage is like everything comes from, all the virtues have value, but we have to possess all the vices to be, if we don't possess them, they will possess us. And then once we get there, then we can start mastering the virtues. What we need to understand is the solution. The solution is right at hand, grasp. It is very close. It is very near. We already focalize on it. What we need to do is forgiveness. We have to forgive ourselves and forgive others, to be above and beyond the dualistic principle of having to fight, conflict. We have to cooperate with the spirit, and if spirit tells you there is something to do, your own spirit, then you do it, then you act upon it. But forgiving yourself for all the past is very important, and not to hold grudges against others. For there are a lot of people that are working in this power play, but they will learn in time. They are on a different timeline, and the outcome will be reparation. There's so much things that needs to be repaired, balanced, and we're really moving into the next cycle, and we're getting ready for turning this corner. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.